Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get some of that white sage up in here. Hey guys, this is Jason and you're watching Ray of Light Tarot. Happy Hump Day. It is Wednesday here in this up in here. Sorry, I've got some ash, some white sage ash all over myself. Okay. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Wednesday, happy Hump Day. I'm just burning a little white sage to clear the energy up in here from all negativities, anxieties, bad stuff, burdens, some feelings, all of that. Hey Deb, nice to see you. Hey, what's up? Okay, so I've got a list. So I've got Shelly from, you were supposed to be on Sunday, but I didn't do Sunday. Got Shelly, I've got Maria, Phillip, Shelly, Maria, Phillip, Jane, and Deb. I've got you guys on my list, so let's get this thing popping. I'm going to go basically in order. I don't know if Shelly's here or not. If you're here, Shelly, let me know, okay? And we'll get this thing started. Aloha, Malia. Hey, Julene. I just sent you a message, Julene. Can't get rid of the delay. There shouldn't be a delay. I just now I'm coming on. You came on as soon as I hit broadcast or go live or whatever I hit. So there shouldn't be a delay. Oh no. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you, Valerie. Good to sort of see you as well. Okay, good. I'll check it out after this. Sorry about the mix-up. I missed. For anyone who I have had appointments with today, or we've been trying to schedule appointments, I apologize if we had a mix-up. I had my notifications for Skype turned off for some reason. I must have done that somehow without meaning to, and so in my mind there was a mix-up with Skype, and I apologize, and it threw my schedule off. So mea culpa. Mea culpa. Mea maximo culpa. There is a delay for you. I'm sorry to hear that. So is who's here that's on my list? Is Shelly here? Shelly, where you at? Shelly or Maria? Is Maria here? Maria, where you at? Sparky? Give Sparky a hello hand. How are you guys doing? Is everybody feeling okay? Anybody scared of Dr. Demon Seaman? That's okay. Don't worry about it, sweetie. It's all good. When's the next time you're going to do readings? I don't know. Why? Why do you ask? Probably Friday, if not before. But I say that, and then lately I've been really slack about it, I have to be honest. So I'm tired tonight to wait. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So you want to like get your donation and get to the top of the list for the next time. Well, if you want to do that, I'll go ahead and set you up right off the bat for Friday and put you at the top of my list for Friday if you want to do that. Because I can understand that. I'm so over the COVID. Yeah, definitely am as well. Hey, Phillip, nice to see you. I got you. You're on my list. Okay, Quantos. You can just do 20 because that was the price for tonight. I tried to do a nice little discounted price for tonight. So we're just doing 20. So if you want to just send over 20, I'll get you top of the list for Friday. Even if I change the price, maybe Friday I'll change it to 25, just depending on the mood I'm in and what numbers we're looking for. But you can get in there for 20. All right. I don't know. Is Maria here? Is Maria or Shelly here? Shelly or Maria? So I'm new here. What's going on? Oh, this is not a place you want to be, Carolyn. Carolyn Barnett, let me warn you, this is not the place to hang out. Not a good place to be. I'm just kidding. Welcome, Carolyn. Phil, sorry. What happened to Phil? Oh, wait, that's not Phillip? No, that's Phillip. You can call Phillip Phil. You can call Phil Phillip. Phillip is okay. Well, I know if you're in here, you're Tawdry, so we're calling you Phillip. I attract Tawdry behavior. Either I signed up for a mini reading earlier today. Yes, Mafe, I have you on my list. You're top. You're Maria. I was calling out for you just a second ago. So actually, I don't think Shelly's here. So what I'm gonna do, what we're going to do is I'm gonna start with Mafe. Philip was when you're in trouble. Tawdry trouble. Yes. Welcome to the club. Let's go with your question first, Mafe, and then I'll do yours, Philip. I didn't understand your message, Philip, in the when you sent your payment, the message that you wrote about competition. I think I spent a good like 2 or 3 minutes reading your message and trying to figure out what you meant. It said something like for mini reading, hopefully competition, and I was like, hopefully competition, hopefully competition. I thought maybe you meant completion. Yeah, I thought maybe that's what you meant was completion, but yeah, sorry about that. I guess general love life, recently single. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, some of you were on the right. And some of you weren't when I came back. There was nobody with me. I know. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, let me go ahead and do Mafe, and then we'll go Malia, Philip, etc., 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 etc. Okay? Let's do it that way. All right, all right. Happy hump day, Heath. Heath. What's up, Heath? Is it Heather? I think it's Heather. Thank you. You have this Taurus energy all around you. I don't know if it's your energy, Mafe, or if it's someone, moving towards you. Uh, really strong, grounded energy. I think that kind of makes sense. Hey, Jane. Hey, honey bunny. I think that kind of makes sense. This Taurus energy. It's, especially if you're newly single, there's a need, I think, to really um, take advantage. He's definitely a Taurus. Oh, okay, well, there you go. There's also a need, though, to take advantage of that type of energy. It's a time to really get grounded. And Taurus energy is typically very grounded energy. It's very, very strong, almost kind of a stubborn energy. It's a willful energy that can be very good for you um, when you're trying to sort of get yourself together, right? Let me get you together. No, get yourself together. Like pull it together within yourself. You also do have the Five of Cups here. So, Mafi, there's an acknowledgement, obviously, with the Five of Cups. That's an acknowledgement that you do have reason to maybe be sad right now, reason to be a little bit in sort of a grief period, but there's also reason for you to celebrate, reason for you to be hopeful. I got this card a lot. The first time I went into a hardcore separation with my twin soul, I was getting this card from readers, and I know because I used to get readings when I first woke up. I was really getting like I know a lot of people who do that. They want readings when they first wake up. Maybe a lot of you here are like that. I went past that pretty quick, but I kept getting this card, and it was because for this very reason that I think you're getting it. Yeah, there is this period of like sort of grief and mourning when you lose someone in your life that's very special, or you go into a separation from someone. But those two cups are standing behind you. And if it's a twin soul, that's why. That's why the two cups are there because it's kind of a message from your higher self saying, pay attention. Like this thing is not dead. This is just it's just there's a need for a break, right? There's a need for this. It's a necessary divine separation, and it's going to make you better. It's going to make them better. It's going to be better for everyone. And so try to look at the positives there and not let yourself get stuck in this sort of the trudgery and the disappointment and the pain of that grief period. With that Three of Cups here, you've also got the guidance in this coming out because you've got the Hierophant card. That's where that Taurus energy is here, right? And you've also got the Three of Cups. It's a time to really look to the people in your life that are sort of like your touchstones, your rocks. Maybe it's your friends, your family. three strong energies here that will really not only help you to feel better, but also help you to see what's still upright, what those upright cups are and what they represent in your life specifically. So look to that, look for that, and look to that, okay? You do have some kind of a challenge coming in love in the near future. You have the Devil card here. That does represent challenges. It also could be about your twin soul or partner if you're saying you have like a twin flame. If that's what that is for you, and it's a Taurus who's your twin soul, that could be that they're dealing with some sort of severe issue. It could be addiction. It could be something serious. And that's part of the process here to get you both on your path and where you're supposed to go so that you can actually be not only the best for yourself, but for them. You want to be the best for that person too. And they should be the best for you as well. Like you want to be able to mirror each other in your best qualities, not just in your worst, right? And so the Devil card is here and it's upright. But the thing about the Devil card is that it's a major arcana card. It's a life event card, and it's important to remember when that kind of card is there as like a challenge in your path. It's supposed to be there. You're supposed to have that experience. You're supposed to go through that. So just kind of accept it. Be in the moment. It's so important. This is the most important thing you can do on these strong spiritual journeys is to remember that where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. You've got your near future Wheel of Fortune card, a really good card representing good changes coming in. It's upright. There's change coming in, and I think it's gonna be change that leaves you feeling really optimistic, okay? And not only that, you've got the Nine of Cups as your overall energy right now. So this is actually to me speaking about really focusing on those things in this Five of Cups card that you have to be optimistic about, because the Nine of Cups says you've got wishes coming true right now in your immediate present and near future, but you've got to be able to see what's happening. You've got to be someone who can sort of step out of the moment, step back and see where it's at, because it's not about your person, right? It's not about them coming forward. They're Knight of Cups in reverse, so their feelings for you are strong, but they're not willing to make any effort right now to come towards you. Why? I don't know. They're just not. But there is still a lot of answered prayer or wishes or wish fulfillment, that type of energy that you feel from the Nine of Cups. It's still there in your immediate environment. So you need to look for those things. It's kind of like looking for the silver lining, but do it because you'll find it, okay? So you don't want to sort of miss that because of whatever you're experiencing that's not so pleasant or doesn't feel good or whatever, letting that pull you out of the moment. But I think good things are coming. I mean, we've got these two major arcanas. Was it two or three? We had the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune with the Devil in the middle. So it's like a devil sandwich right now. All of this stuff feels really, really kind of tacky, like tacky in the sense that it feels like you're sticking more to the bad stuff and the good stuff isn't sticking as much. Yeah, devil sandwich. But that's not reality. That's the way it feels, but that's not what it actually is. So often, guys, remember, it's not what it feels like, that's what it is. It's what it is that's what it is. It's something else. And so, yeah, it doesn't feel so good right now, but you're going to have that hindsight is 2020 experience. A little bit down the road, you're going to go, oh, that's why that happened. Now I get it. Now it all makes sense. Okay, so just look forward to that and try to move toward that as quickly as you can. Really supposed to be connecting to friendships. Those three sort of eyes that are looking forward in the Three of Cups. I already put it away. There it is. In the Three of Cups. This is friendships, maybe even taking you out a little bit, getting outside of your comfort zone, doing things that you don't do maybe when you're in a relationship. Look to that right now. That's going to help sort of get the wheels on right and get you moving forward. That's what I see for you right now in love and everywhere else in life. It's time for you to kind of do that. You're definitely in a point of transition, and it's going to get a lot easier, but it may not feel so easy right now, and it may not feel so easy right away, but it is going to get easier soon. That's what the Wheel of Fortune kind of promises, upright. So that's good news. All right. So that's what I have for you. And then I was going to go ahead and do, who did I say I was going to do next? I don't remember. Malia, I think. Did I say Malia? Shelly or Malia, whoever's here. Malia. Okay. Oh, they're coming out of the woodwork. Look out. Hey, Shannon. They've got COVID brain. I think I've got COVID brain myself, so don't feel bad. Don't be too hard on them. What exactly does COVID brain feel like? And I'll tell you if I have it. You too, Mafe. Mafe Martinez. COVID negative brain? Yeah, we hope so. Wow, Malia, you've got a lot of good things coming your way. You're having trouble seeing it though. You do have the Five of Cups, just like Mafe did. So you've got this Five of Cups energy here. Hey, Jai's here. Everybody say hey to Jai, Channel for Grace. The Five of Cups, again, this is coming out for you. I think it's funny. I think this is an energy that a lot of people are in right now. What was I watching that brought this up? I don't remember what I was watching something. I was watching something about something, and they were talking about something about something. No, it was these people that were doing like a reunion show talking about, they used to work together, and they were talking about how this energy, this experience with the quarantining and COVID-19 and everything, and what we're having to do, social distancing and everything, and how it's sort of shifted things around in our lives. It's making people think back about, like Malia, you said you have sort of people coming out of the woodwork. I think that makes a lot of us think back about our lives in the past and the people that have impacted us, and losing people, things like that. But on a larger scale, well, I should say on a more personal level for you, this is about reminding you of where you've been and where you're trying to get to, maybe where you don't want to repeat again, maybe where you don't want to go again, that type of thing. But the Five of Cups, again, it's always really the same ultimate message, which is shift your focus, look back at what's up, where those cups are upright. There's two upright, and that's something very special for you. You do have the Nine of Wands sort of crowning that energy. So yeah, you're still, and I feel like this has come out for you. Sorry, that's the Six of Wands crowning, which is a really good energy, saying that there is victory in the midst of all this sort of confusion. There's victory. What you have the Nine of Wands doing is in your current energy. So the Nine of Wands is here. And I know the thing is, I feel like this has kind of been your energy for a little while, this Nine of Wands, because it feels like you're doing a slow, I would say victory lap. It's not a victory lap because it doesn't feel that way for you. You're coming to the slow end of a really tough cycle that you want to be done with and you're ready to sort of say goodbye to, but it's just, for some reason it's really, you're having trouble shaking off this cycle. There's a tough cycle that it is coming to an end. Make no mistake, it's coming to an end, and you're going to shake it. You are shaking it off, but you're having trouble sort of, brushing this off for some reason. It's kind of a stingy cycle that doesn't want to completely end. And so, although there is victory in this, it's hard to get out of this sort of stuck energy that the Five of Cups can sometimes represent when you're waiting for something new to truly begin and it doesn't feel like it's happening. Okay, and I get a lot of that for you, but it is happening. You're right here. I mean, you've got some choices to make really soon. Look at this. Two of Pentacles near future, Ace of Swords near future, and then a little further down, you've got the Sun and the Judgment card. So all of those things that you've been putting the work into yesterday, today, a year ago, like way back even, it's all still, the puzzle is still being put into place. It's happening like it's one of those, it reminds me of the Indiana Jones movie. Indiana Jones, which one was it? It was the Last Crusade, when they had to go through the trials to get to the to find the the chalice, the holy chalice from the Last Supper, and there was a cliff, and he had to walk across the cliff. He had to just sort of step out and take that leap of faith. But that's not the part I'm talking about. Before he stepped out on it, he took a step on it, and then he saw that there was a bridge there. It blended in with the cliff, so you couldn't see it. It was invisible. And so then he poured some sand out so that it would reveal the road. And I kind of feel like that's where you're at. Like, you can't, like, the path you're on, it's being revealed as you walk it. Like you have to like throw the sand out a little bit in front of you to see that there actually is a method to it. It's not just all sort of a shit show or a crapshoot. There is a message to it, and it's hard to see it. But that's what I was. Well, that's the visual that I was being given. But it wasn't literally Indy throwing the sand out. What I was seeing was like the sunlight shining on a path, and it was almost like as you take the steps, they light up. So it. What it was revealing to me is kind of how you are the creator of the reality. It is up to you, but it's also there. It's already there. Like it's there. You just can't see it. So there's kind of half of one, six of one, and half a dozen of the other. It's like it's two things at the same time, but it's leading you to your path, to your thing, to your happiness. That sun card here is so, it's kind of a two of cups feel, but it's also like there's no doubt about this. This is already sort of preordained. I also like that the judgment card is coming out for you as well, because the judgment card is sort of about being stripped, right? Like being stripped and feeling exposed before, you know, having to answer to a boss or a higher power, or and kind of being exposed. And I feel like there's this sort of mixed feeling of like the decisions you make feel so big and heavy, but they're not. And at the end, you're not actually being exposed. You're being rewarded. You're afraid of a feeling like you've done something. Don't overthink is what it comes down to. Don't overthink it. You do have some choices here, but you will intuitively make the right choice if you let go of the overthinking. And you've got the Ace of Swords here helping you. Remember that. That is clarity. That's the gift of clarity. So where you may not right now be able to see things clearly and you're not really sure what to do and you're wondering like, why are these people coming back out of the woodwork? Well, you're going to know very intuitively what to do because you're being told you're going to be getting the gift of clarity just in time. Like just in time, the gift of clarity comes in, bam, and there it is, and you just when you need it. So I feel like big victory here, right? We're sort of being confirmed that with the Six of Wands, but to get to it, you've still got this really stingy cycle that has not ended. You're at the 9, that's almost the end. In fact, it is the end, but it's not over yet, right? The credits aren't rolling. It's the drama. You're still like, the music is reaching a crescendo. The drama's still there. So that's why the anxiety builds. But just remember, your path has already been laid out for you. You just have to sort of walk it one step at a time. Don't try to rush anything. Even the stingy cycle that's hanging on that kind of sucks. And remember, your destination looks really nice. I don't think that you have anything, as far as people coming out of back from the past, I don't really feel like it's anything to really do anything about except to just let them be whatever they are. Just kind of let it be whatever it is and unfold as it will. There's a family in this, you know, the judgment card in this case, there is a family here, right? So that's good stuff. All right. Love you too, Malia. Okay, Phillip. Where is my tawdry Phillip? Phillip, what's your question? Okay. I thought I finished it. Didn't I come back and finish it? Let's see what comes out this time. No, you got to stay out there. Don't make any big moves. Don't make any fast decisions. You've got the Emperor as far as like a guidance card for you. And the Emperor card, it can represent really a lot of strength and the fact that you may have a lot of power over a lot of things, but it also represents the fact that you don't need to be taking a lot of action right now. So that's not, as far as guidance, it's kind of saying just let things play out, and not just like a little bit of advice. This is like strong. I mean, this is a major arcana card. So when you see this card, allow things. To me, I feel like what this is saying for you is things are being worked out for you, whether it feels like it or not, whether it feels good or not. Things are being worked out for your best interest. Just kind of let it all happen. Kind of sit back and be the observer and just let it happen. That's what the Emperor does best, is he sends his little minions out to do his work for him. He makes the big decisions and he sends the minions out to do the work. And he just kind of lets his empire run smoothly when he's sitting on his throne and people are coming to report to him, right? That's how a good emperor does his job. So you're being guided to kind of be that, right? Don't be defensive. Don't be, like certain people in power that we know in the United States of America who are very defensive and childish and always getting hot-headed about things. Those are not qualities of a good leader. The qualities of a good leader are to be empathetic, self-effacing a little bit, and also confident, and to allow people to bring you the information and then to make wise decisions with it. That's sort of your guidance right now. Let's see what's happening. Besides your guidance, let's see what's happening. I don't even know what card that was. It just flew down there. Ew. Okay. This is going to be, here's the thing. This is going to be, I don't want to downplay this for you. This is going to be a tough period of time for you. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as your energy right now. That means that things are not going to be moving fast enough to your liking. Like, you can just expect that it's going to be a long haul right now and it's going to feel really slow going. But when that happens, guys, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for that. Like, if something's not getting through our fixed goal, then we're going to get slowed down to a crawl until we get it. Like, we have to get the message. And for you, there's a message about appreciation. The Four of Cups here does represent gifts of the spirit that we maybe sometimes aren't appreciating, that we're kind of like overlooking and not even seeing clearly because we're a little bit almost drunk in our own world. This represents in your world a lot of abundance. Look at all the green there, clear skies, greenery, but there's a lack of appreciation for it in the Four of Cups. Someone is not appreciating the gifts that they have in their life. It's similar to the Five of Cups, where you can be stuck in sadness when you should be focusing on things to be happy about. But the difference is, with the Four of Cups, it's almost like how we get desensitized to violence in our culture, or what do we get desensitized to nowadays? Violence, sexualization. There's a desensitization here of all the blessings you have in your life. What you need to do is understand this. When we complain, living in the latitude and longitude we live in the United States of America, and we complain, from higher powers perspective, from spirit's perspective, we seem really childish and really ungrateful, because from the whole world perspective, from a higher power perspective, there's other parts of the world. The higher power can see the third world country where people have to sleep with mosquito nets to keep from getting dysentery. And here we are complaining about the loss of a job, or our love life, or a washing machine that's broken. It's like perspective. And so there's something about the Four of Cups here for you that's about perspective. So it's like Spirit's going, yeah, you're dealing with a lot, but you also have a fucking lot of blessings in your life. And you've got to focus on that and be grateful for that. And the more you do that, the better things are going to get quicker. You're being called to celebrate. You're being called to celebrate and collaborate with people that you appreciate in your life, and to let them know you appreciate them. It's going to make you very happy. No, the list is closed, guys. Sorry, Michael. I don't want to be on too long tonight. I do have one huge blessing. That's great. And so focus. I will be back on Friday night at 9. So I think if you guys want to get on that list ahead of time, you can go ahead and send in and get on that list if you want to be at the top. Yeah, that's great, Phillip. Focus on the things, the people. The good health is a blessing we should all, I know a lot of us just sort of overlook our good health until it's gone, right? That we really get grateful for it once it's no longer there. It's so important to stick with that. And this is really saying, go out and celebrate, go out and really and show these people, give them FaceTime appreciation for having you in their life. You're going to see a rekindling of passion in your life, but right now it's really about the focus of your heart space. You're going to feel like the King of Cups, which is a lot of love, maybe not a lot of romantic or passion, but a lot of love. And then in the near future, you've got this Page of Rods, which is sort of a rekindling of passion. It can be sort of get it going a little bit buck wild, maybe the tawdry Phillip thing you were talking about, but that's okay. If that's what's in store for you in the future, enjoy it. Do it. Do you? You know, I feel like that's sort of not just the next 6 to 12 months, but that's what they want you to be focusing on right now, like today, tomorrow, is the appreciation. And then it looks like through your heart space, you're going to come back into a renewed passion. So that's what it kind of looks like. So I would take that however it resonates for you. Yeah, anybody who already sent, okay, Jai, you're good. And anybody who already sent payment, you're on. I'm just saying let's close it for now. I don't want to keep going. Yes. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. And then there's, what's the other part? Latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Okay, next is Shelly, Deb, and Jane. And I think Jane, actually, you were asking, who was just asking? Was it Jane? Yeah, how long the list is. Yeah, I've got you, really whoever's here, of you three. I know the three of you were the next three on the list. I don't remember what order. So if you want to throw it up there. Thank you, Sor. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. I appreciate that. I like to interpret the cards, but sometimes I do it so much that I get drained. Yesterday, my Gemini confirmed that when we had been together, well, we knew that already. He is closer to being able to end that. Well, that's good for you. Okay, Sora. Can you tell me if he will tell his karmic to leave soon? It's hard to tell what he will do, but we can definitely look at what the likely energies are. You know, that's the beautiful thing about where we are. This is a free will zone. And free will zones, I don't know how many there are in the universe, but free will zones can be really surprising. Okay, Shana, thank you. I will get you added. Yeah, guys, no more tonight, but if you were already on the list, of course, we'll try to get you done tonight. Yeah. Are they married? The Judgment card's coming out for him. Oh, yeah, he's definitely making some changes. So the thing about whatever's going on with your Gemini is, the thing about Geminis, the reason I asked if they were married is because the Judgment card came out, and sometimes that can be like a divorce judgment. But I think with the other cards alongside that, this is good it's going to be something really good for all of you guys. You know, Gemini energy is a cool thing. When a Gemini energy is a cool thing. I think for your Gemini, I've connected to it before, and I felt a lot of that sort of like teetering. Like one day I feel this way and I want this. The next day I kind of feel this way and I want that. There is that energy, and that's very common for a Gemini. But I also can tell you the creativity zone there, and then once you decide what you want, there's going to be a lot of strength in this decision, because this person's got 3 major arcana coming out, and then the 3 of Cups here. So there's going to be a lot of energy in the decision, and then a lot of sort of excitement afterward. Now, where he's at right now is the Ten of Wands. So there's a lot of burden. I think that's pretty clear. Listen, if this person wants to be with you and they can't be because of their situation, that sucks for them. But you know, that's life. And we all have to go through times like that. I mean, it's character building to not be able to have everything you want every time you want it, right? But that's where he's at. But look what's coming. Judgment, the Star, the Sun, and then, yeah, the Three of Cups. That's that celebration that comes at the end of this. I don't feel like the lack of... There is... Now, look, behind the Ten of Wands, there is the Two of Swords. So that really smacks of that duality I was just kind of mentioning within him. So there is that duality there, and I feel that still. But I think that you are definitely... just based on all of this, this is not, you know, the majors are life events usually, so it's like big things happening. This is not someone, you know, teetering on a seesaw. Oh, do I want to do this, or do I want to do that, or do I want to do this, or do I want to do that? That sort of, any of us that have major placement in Gemini, we know that energy, and because it exists within us, like it does within me, and it drives me crazy when I get like that. I hate my Gemini ascendant doing that to me, where I'd get very indecisive and, you know, 1 minute, it's very annoying to me when I get like that, but it is what it is. But I also wouldn't trade the creativity that comes with that same energy within me that pulls me in certain directions, right? So, you know, this person knows what they want. Yeah, Chai, I thought you would appreciate that. This person knows what they want, and they're going after it. So if it's you that they want, then that's what they're going after. Then yeah, this is going to happen really soon. Whatever's happening, major transitional energy. It's got to do with wish fulfillment. Usually the Star card for me is like wishes or dreams coming true. You know, you wish upon a star, that type of energy. So that's something good. And it's also, well, I think he's really depressed. Yeah, and I think that's kind of what the Ten of Wands is about. And you have to understand, just because he's got maybe some of that energy I talked about, that sort of Gemini energy, doesn't mean he's happy about it. It's probably made him really depressed, because what his heart desires, if it's you, then no matter what's pulling him in different directions, his heart is missing you, and he wants to be in your presence. So then he's going to be very sad and depressed about that, right? So it makes sense. What I do feel, though, just looking at these cards, this is going to be a major, major transitional energy. It's going to... 3 majors, I don't see this happening like that overnight, right? It's going to be... This is probably... I mean, I don't know. Just looking at these cards, probably each one represents like a month's time. You know, this could be over a 3-4 month period at least. So maybe that's what okay, so maybe a 3-month period is what we're looking at here. Okay. But I do get the sense that once the ball rolls, it's going to gain momentum pretty quickly, and it is going to, once things start moving, they're going to happen pretty quickly. So that's hopeful, right? Right. The energy he's in really sucks. This really sucks. Give him a break, cut him some slack, have compassion, as I know you do, right? I know you do have compassion for him. And be patient as you can for this, okay? Be patient as you can. I felt like maybe that's what the Judgment card is to do with a custody evaluation. Rather than, because for some reason when I saw the Judgment card, I immediately was thinking of an actual legal judgment of some kind. So maybe that's what it's about. That's why I asked her if he was married to her. So that may be what the Judgment card is about. But I think that's all going to happen really quick. It's all going to go pretty favorably. And the Judgment situation is going to go favorably, whatever it is, because it's upright and the cards surrounding it are really positive. So if this is a twin situation, like I think you tend to believe it is, you can help your twin just by vibing as high as possible. God knows I haven't been helping my twin lately, because I have not been vibing high, you guys. But you can help your twin by really vibing high. And making a habit of doing your work, doing your, but really the point is you're really helping yourself. And that's what's so important. So, I mean, there's been a lot of outside influences, and that's no excuse, right? The outside influences are tests. We have to sort of hold that line. But yeah, it is what it is, right? But like Miss Scarlett says, tomorrow is another day. Guilty Gemini, but once the teetering yeah, stick that landing, Gemini. As long as you can stick that landing, you're all good. I concur with that. Okay. Then the next was Jane, I believe. Jane. Okay, Jane. She's right about it. Stick the landing and it's all good. Stick that landing, Geminis. Thank you, Jai. Hold on, guys. Any general messages from Spirit? Yeah. Everything we just talked about is for you, Jane. You've really got to apply balance to your life right now. You've got the Six of Pentacles coming in for you. And this card this card came out so strong for you that I know that this is the sort of the heart of your message. You have a tower in your future, but I don't think it's a tower that you have to experience. It's a warning tower. There's something you're not dealing with. When you've got eyes on you, you've got this Page of Swords here. You're called to be in this high priestess energy, right? It's going to do you so much beauty and good, but something's missing here. There's a step that you haven't dealt with or acknowledged. You've got to deal with this, whatever this is for you. Look at this. The Tower comes in. What is the Tower card about? The Tower card happens when we avoid something so long that the universe has no choice but to just bring it down. There's something here. Well, I don't know why I'm being called to share this, but it may be because this is for you too. I had someone yanked out of my life one time, a couple years ago, because I wasn't loving myself properly. And it's it's one of those rules: you can't love someone else more than you love yourself. And if you try to, they're going to get yanked out of your life really quick. Maybe it's something like that. Whatever it is, it's about balance in your life, right? This is about balance in your life. And see, in this card, this person's just giving. See all these hands out, and this person's giving away everything. That's what's throwing you out of balance. Giving to either to the wrong people or to too many people. And if you don't get that under control, like in a jiff, you've got a tower that's going to get it under control for you. You can avoid the tower by taking heed of this message and getting this under control. There's a King of Rods in your life. This is fiery energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fiery energy. And it's someone who's very unreliable that you are wanting to give to that doesn't deserve you giving to them, because they're not giving back to you on a even keel. They're not giving back to you the way you want to give to them. And so it's out of balance, right? And there's also eyes on you. Feels like young eyes, or people who, there's eyes on you watching to see what you do, how you behave, how you act, how you react. And you've got to take that into account, that people are watching you to see how you behave in a situation. So you don't want to send a bad message to someone, all right? There's something like that. But this tower doesn't have to happen in the near future. So just be aware that this tower that I'm seeing and feeling, it's more of a warning tower than an actual has to happen tower. You can get this all under control yourself by heeding the Six of Pentacles message, which is pulling back a little bit. Whatever you've been giving, pull it back, right? And start giving more to yourself. and less to the people in your life who maybe are not reciprocating fully or equally. Not sure. That's what's coming through here, really. And it's coming through really strong. So if you're not sure what it's about, check yourself, because there's something you really have to have. And it might be something that it's really hard to pull back, someone that it's really hard to pull back from. And this doesn't have to be permanent. It's just something that I feel for you is really right now to avoid something tower crashing. But you're coming out of this. This is what your guidance card is, like what you're supposed to be doing. High Priestess. High Priestess is such a card of gifts. It's that feminine energy, and she's so feeling and knowing, intuitive, all of those things that a lot of times when we're in human form, we get really bad at. Okay, so, okay, I have an idea, but man, it is going to be hard. But I know it's going to be hard, because if it was easy, it wouldn't take a tower to get it through to you. So I know it's not easy, whatever this is. But it's not even saying that this person isn't, if this is someone you want to be in your life, it's not saying they can't be, but it's saying they can't be like this. It can't work like this. And the tower will come in if you don't do it yourself. Do it yourself. You gain so much more credits. You gain Imperial credits, like Star Wars, by doing it yourself, right? You get points, Jedi points. So do it yourself so that the tower doesn't have to come in, and then you're like, I did this. I'm a badass. Sorry, you're not. I am. And then you can move on and let the next thing come in, you know? Okay. All right, so I know Jai and then Shanna. Was it Shayna? I thought I saw someone named Shayna on here. How do you gain self-love? I'll let you know when I find it. Self-love to me is really just taking care of yourself. I think the first sign that you love yourself is do you take good care of yourself? Do you treat yourself the way you would want someone to treat your child or your grandmother? Or, do you take care of yourself in the way that you would want someone to take care of someone that you love? That's a good beginning point of self-love, is in the very practical ways. That was how I started trying to do it. Okay, so I'm not going to do drugs. I'm going to take care, just the most basic things. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to do cleanses and, things to actually care for yourself. Hey, Kim, same to you. There are a lot of big changes. To Arizona in September, and I've been feeling scared about it, but also wanting to trust that the universe will take us exactly. Yes, aloha. Oh my oh, thanks X. Welcome X. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Julene's in AZ. That's right. My brother's in Scottsdale, Jai. You don't get my notifications anymore. You are surprisingly good. That shocked me. Well, thank you. That's why I do it for a living, I'm just kidding. But I mean, no, that is why I do it for a living. Nice, nice, nice. Vegas, baby. Wow, Jai. You don't even need confirmation. Look what's in your future. She's got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups in the future. So if it's Arizona, it's Arizona. It doesn't really matter where it is. Arizona is such a cool state, too. There's a lot there. And I do think for you, all of your moves recently have been tests. They've all been big tests, because it really hasn't been about the destination. I know, there's a lot of cool things in Portland that you've enjoyed and things you've enjoyed in that area, but it feels like the more you get tested about like kind of letting go, Jai, and the more you do it, the more you see the abundance flow into your life. So for you, the message is really kind of just about letting go, less of yourself and more of the light, and then just sort of going with the flow of that. You're coming out of this as the Queen of Cups, so you're growing in this sort of emotionally beautiful way that's going to, I think, be a real example. There's also this sort of strong physical aspect to this for you that I think is interesting, because you've got the Page of Rods here. What that always speaks to me is about, you know, the fiery energy. It's like passion and igniting of things. He's in the desert. Like, he's in Arizona. He's in the desert. He's maybe in Tucson or somewhere. I don't know where he is, but he's in the desert. So what that's saying to me is like, follow that. There's something that's going to reawaken within you, I think, when you go there. Yeah, see that? I feel like, and so what that speaks to, it's about like, just follow, trust that there's a part, that maybe even something that you aren't experiencing right now, that you're going to experience in so much more abundance when you get there. There's also, with attached to that card, is the Five of Swords in reverse. That's why I was saying like less me, more spirit. It's like, because this to me is like an ego card, upright. It's in reverse. So it's saying like, this is another opportunity for you to diminish the ego, the self, right? And become more sort of attuned to the purpose that has to do with more than just yourself. It's a beautiful thing, but it does feel scary, because this is a part of you. Look at this. If this is an aspect of you, it's a page. So it's an aspect of you that's still sort of new, that's still sort of a novice. So there's an aspect of you that's going to be growing from this, that's going to learn so much, like as in for the first time, or as if for the first time. So these aspects of you that are going to be brought out by the move to Arizona are aspects of you that couldn't be brought out and brought to their fullest potential where you are. So I think right now for you, it's really just about just trusting that it may not be that there's this divine purpose that fills the daily right? That can be explained in that way on sort of a linear path. But for you, it's a beautiful thing. And it may have to do with you and Dawn, though, as a couple, because with the Ten of Cups here, there's this divine partnership energy that it's about. So I know that you were kind of doing one thing, and you had kind of gotten it in your mind like, oh, well, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm working on. This is where I'm going. And a lot of that stuff is still true. It doesn't have to suddenly not be true because you're going another direction physically. But this is also about two paths that are merging into one, and how to do that. And part of it is about other aspects of yourself that have to be sort of sparked, right? I feel like someone's stoking a fire, because that's what I was seeing, was like a fire being stoked. And the fire was actually, it wasn't that it was out, because there were coals and wood and things on the fire that were still illuminated, right? Yeah, Spirit's asking her to grow, and it's in a way that she maybe hasn't experienced in a fullness yet. Something new is sort of being opened up. But I really, really love that the Wheel of Fortune is here, and the Ten of Cups as where the wheel is taking you. So, I mean, that in itself is just beautiful. So, good stuff. And I will definitely be coming to visit. Okay. Yeah, I think that'd be great to buy land there. You're welcome. I think that's great. I mean, you know, when I was younger, I used to do like modeling and acting and stuff. And what I always loved, I wasn't like someone who loved the show off business. That's what we call show business, show off business. I didn't really love show off business so much, but I loved the lifestyle of that business, that it was very much a nomadic lifestyle. It's very much a gypsy's life, where you go, you do whatever the thing you're doing is, and then when that's done, you pack up and you're like, it's like being in a circus or a carnival. And so I like that perspective when I think of what she and Dawn are doing. There's a lot of movement, and I think movement is life, not just in like exercising, but in getting up from the place you are, the city you're in, and moving, just going somewhere else. That sort of fool energy of just taking the leap and going and doing something new. That's how you stay alive. That's how you keep growing. So I think it's good news all around. Rebecca, miss you. All natural Rebecca can misses you. Yeah, I think it's awesome though. We'll have to talk more about this in private, en privacy. Okay, I think there was one more person, wasn't there? Shelly or Shayna or either one of you. Is Shelly or Shayna here? Doing all the things with the kiddos. That's nice. Anyway, okay, well, I'm going to wrap it up. Shelly or Shayna, come back Friday at 9 and we'll get you guys taken care of, or I can refund you if you'd prefer. But love you guys. Have a great night. Happy hump day. It's hump day. Happy hump day. Get it while the getting is good.